Not only are Dollar Tree gift bags and gift boxes perfect for gift giving and very inexpensive, they are the perfect addition to your crafting this Christmas season. I'm going to show you how I use them to create beautiful DIY crafts for home decor for this Christmas. Let's get started. I fell in love with this beautiful box. Not only does it have a gorgeous design, it is actually pretty large. And then when I opened it, it had plaid. Oh my word. It's a beautiful box for gift giving, but we're going to tear it apart. We're going to remove the edges, and then we are going to clean it off nice and neat on the sides. This box was actually the top of a box that was given to me, and I never knew what to do with it. So we're going to put it on here, and we're going to create a frame for this beautiful Santa design. Now, I want to create the same kind of color scheme that the actual picture has. So I'm going to start painting and adding different shades of colors of greens and beiges and darks and even blues to create a similar look than what the picture has. So I'm just going to let you watch as I try to recreate the design all around the beautiful picture. Once I had it as close as possible to the color scheme, I'm just going to lightly sand it after it dried to smooth out the brush strokes. I'm just going to add a 220 grit sandpaper and just going to brush it after it is nice and sanded to remove any dust. Then I am going to put on my gloves because I do want to distress and antique a little bit the edges. I did distress it with the sandpaper, but adding the antiquing wax really adds a nice darker antique kind of look, and I think the picture really calls for it. So I'm just going to add it just on the edges and wipe off any excess. Here it is. I'm going to place it on top, and I actually love the way it looks. But I did decide to kind of soften those edges just a little bit. I'm just going to sand it down ever so lightly just to create softer edges. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to spray it with this Gorilla adhesive spray just on the opposite side of the picture and then place it right in the center. I am absolutely in love with this frame. It looks very high end. It looks like I spent a lot of money on it. And the box was just $1.25 and the frame was free. I'd love to know what you think of this one. For this next Dollar Tree Christmas DIY craft, I'm going to use this beautiful Joy gift bag. Boy, is it gorgeous, and it is two-sided. So if you want to make two pictures or use it two ways, go ahead. I am going to take the front part of it, and I'm just going to remove the excess bag. I'm going to then take my X-Acto knife. This is a Cricut one that I've had, but you can use whatever you have. I just highly recommend you remove the blade that you have and put on a fresh new one. I want it to be able to just cut through the bag seamlessly because the detail on this wreath in the center was intense. It actually took me about 45 minutes to remove the entire edge, so I'm speeding it up here for you. But I just put on a Christmas movie and I enjoyed the process because it actually turned out gorgeous. Wait until you see it. So I removed all of the edges around as well as inside of the wreath. Once I had it cut, I'm just going to put it to the side and I'm going to take this piece of 1x10. I got this at the hardware store in the wood section. I cut it to about 19 inches long. I sanded it down smooth with a 220 grit sandpaper, wiped it down really well, and now I'm going to paint it white, but I'm going to do more of a whitewash. So basically, I just want to add the paint, spritz it with my water bottle, and then with a dry rag, I'm just going to remove the excess paint. This is going to allow it to get a white tint, but you're still going to be able to see the wood grain. I did this in the front as well as the back, and then I let it dry completely. I am now going to Mod Podge the entire thing. So I'm just going to add Mod Podge. This is going to do two things. It's going to seal the paint, and it's also going to allow me to place the Joy design right in the center, and it will attach. I'm going to be honest with you though. Some of the little corners and pointy parts of the wreath were kind of lifting up, so I had to retouch it with a little bit of hot glue on those edges. Overall, it worked really well. I'm going to add more Mod Podge right on top just to seal everything and let it dry. Same as the previous project, I am going to distress and antique those edges. I think it just calls for it. So I'm going to use a rag in my glove again and the Waverly antiquing wax. And I'm just going to do it on the edges, the corners, and then going to soften it with a sandpaper. This is a 220 grit sandpaper and wiped it well. I am now going to measure 3 inches from each edge on the top. I'm going to mark with a pencil and then I'm going to drill a couple of holes, not deep holes, just small holes. And then I'm going to use these hooks that I get on Amazon and I'm just going to put one on each side, making sure that they're facing the same way. I'm going to take some nautical rope from Dollar Tree and I'm just going to use it to be able to create something you can hang with. Now, you can skip this. You can add sawtooth hooks to the back. You can actually add, you can leave it like this and just place it on a tabletop. Whatever you want. I just decided to add the nautical rope for an extra touch of character. I gotta say, this one is stunning. The colors, the antique look that it has. I would love to know what you think of this one. Let me know down below in the comments. Not only does Dollar Tree have gift bags, but Dollar General does as well. This little bundle of 7 bags was $4, and I love that it had this really antique look to them. I'm going to quickly show you the designs, and you're going to see the possibilities are endless. I ended up deciding on the tree. I just think it looked so cute, very simple. I'm going to cut off the front portion of it, and again, it's two-sided, so you can do 2 of these if you'd like. I'm going to very carefully remove the handle. Now this, I was kind of scared because it was pulling some of the paper, but it came off really good. I'm going to take this cute little frame that is from Dollar Tree and I am going to remove everything from it, but we're going to put it right back. We just want to remove the little paper that it has, and also we want to use the glass as a guide so that we can cut the bag where we need to. So I'm just going to place it nice and even, mark with a pencil, and then just cut with my scissors. Once I had it cut to size, it's just a matter of putting things back together. Really easy. The glass first, then the design, and then the back. Make sure you really push those clips down so that it is nice and secure. I wanted to add a little embellishment, so I have these little leftover picks from Christmas last year, and I'm just going to put one on the top as well as one on the side. However, after I looked at it, I was like, I think that top one's way too big. So I did remove it. I cut off the X's and I glued it once again. It worked out really well and it looks so much better. Now I wanted to add some little pine cones that I have. These you can find at Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to add a couple of them, one to each side, and then one frosted berry right on top. And this is going to pull from that red portion of the design. Now you see the little tag, little portion on the bottom of the frame. I thought I would take a permanent marker, a red one, and write the word joy. The first marker did not work. So I grabbed another one and just spelled it. And I just love the way this one turned out. It's such an easy craft, and if you make multiple of them, I think it would look gorgeous. What do you think? Dollar Tree carries many of these framed signs that already come with a beautiful frame and a beautiful background. I love this one, and I've had it now for a few weeks, and I'm finally going to use it. I'm going to remove the little clips. It has 2 of them, one on each side, depending on which side you want it. So I'm just going to remove them and then remove the backing from it. Now, it did have these little tiny nails that you just want to be careful. So I'm just going to remove those because we're not going to need them. And I'm also going to sand down the edges just to remove the excess thickness from it. Wipe it really well. And then I'm just going to add one of these beautiful bags that you can find at Dollar Tree. Another one that is gorgeous. It has glitter on it, and it is 2-sided, but not with the glitter. So I'm going to take the side with the glitter, and I'm just going to remove the little string and cut it off on the edges. Now I am going to use adhesive spray once again, but you can use hot glue, Mod Podge, whatever you want. And I am going to use that back side, and I'm just going to use it as a guide, trace it, cut it, and then again attach it with the adhesive spray. Once it was nicely attached, I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue all around the edge, nice and quickly so it doesn't harden on me, and then put the design right in the center. Push it down really well, and then we are going to place one of those hooks once again in case we want to hang it. I want to add some embellishment to this one as well, and I'm going to do similar that I did earlier. I'm just going to add some greenery. These are from Amazon, which I do have in my Amazon store, so if you want to check it out, it is linked down below. I added these red picks from Dollar Tree and these golden ones that are really going to pull everything together in design-wise with the design of the bag. And then to finish it off, just cute little glittery flower right there from Dollar Tree. What a beautiful design. You can hang it, you can put it on a console table. I love the colors, love the glitter. What do you think of this one? I have another video here for you to watch with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts for Christmas. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.